Not every transfer goes as planned. Some players were set to join a certain team, but when the move collapsed, the team that aspired to sign them have no option but to utilize what they have available in their squad choices. This season, a few stars used the opportunity of their team's failure to get done some transfers. They stepped up and took their game to the next level and became crucial for their teams, proving their worth when it mattered most. And at the end of the day, they made their teams have no regret for the transfers that failed. Who are these players, and how did they turn disappointment into inspiration? Let's break it down. Number 1 is Rafinha. At the end of last season, Rafinha looked like a washed-up player and it seemed like he was on his way out of the club. The team had a strong desire for Athletic Bilbao's electrifying winger Nico Williams. Nico Williams was fresh out of an impressive campaign with the tournament-winning Team Spain at the Euros, where he formed a great chemistry on and off the pitch with Barcelona's teenage sensation Lamine Yamal. This made Barcelona fans more optimistic that it would be easy for Nico Williams to make the switch to their club. They were convinced that Nico Williams couldn't resist the offer of playing alongside his friend Lamine Yamal at the Camp Nou. Barcelona's hope of signing Nico Williams skyrocketed even more when the club's president Joan Laporta declared that they had the capacity and eligibility to sign both Nico Williams and Dani Olmo following their struggles with financial fair play regulations over the recent years. Barcelona were hit with a massive heartbreak when Nico Williams rejected them and committed himself to staying at Athletic Bilbao, taking the number 10 jersey and signing a 3-year contract at the club. Barcelona fans didn't know what to expect since the left-wing position needed attention. Ansu Fati was on the decline and full of inconsistency, and also Ferran Torres was struggling with fitness issues. Barcelona's new coach Hans Flick saw what nobody saw. He thought it wise to play Rafinha on the left wing. This looked a crazy idea to implement as Rafinha is left-footed and not naturally a left winger. It later turned out to be the best choice, as Rafinha has gone to have the season of his life, having racked up 50 goal contributions this season and is up there with Mohamed Salah and Harry Kane. Rafinha is also at the front line for the Ballon d'Or favorites this season. On the other hand, Nico Williams is having ups and downs this season and is a shadow of himself from last season. Barcelona fans surely won't care about failing to sign Nico Williams when they have Rafinha. But this season Barcelona is not the only club to experience one of their player wiping out the shame of a failed transfer. Their bitter rivals Real Madrid have also witnessed the same thing. The Los Blancos found themselves in crisis in their backline this season after both David Alaba and Eder Militao were ruled out by injuries for a long time. Things got even worse when Dani Carvajal torn his ACL. The situation got worse that they had to play the likes of Aurelien Tchouameni and Edouard Camavinga in makeshift defensive roles. By mid-season it was clear that they needed reinforcements in defense. French highly rated young centre-back Leny Yoro was the main name linked to Real Madrid. For a while it looked like Leny Yoro was set to join Real Madrid, as himself showed excitement on the possibility of joining the European champions. Perhaps that was the reason that made Real Madrid not to make a rush in signing him, as they were aware Leny Yoro would love to join them and they also did not want to overpay for him mid-season. English club Manchester United moved in and paid £52 million for his signature, and just like that, they snatched him from Real Madrid's reach. Real Madrid didn't make any signing that transfer window, and it seemed like that would cost them. Until one man stepped up and couldn't allow that to happen. Raúl Asensio was now the reliable option, and as soon as he got the chance he did not disappoint. From the word go, it looked like all the stars were aligned and Real Madrid had finally found their perfect replacement for Sergio Ramos. Raúl Asensio has showcased multiple aspects that built his defensive output. He is an excellent passer from defense, and that was evident in their Champions League match against Manchester City in the qualifying playoffs, where he perfectly picked up Kylian Mbappé to score with a pinpoint accurate long ball. Raúl Asensio is a defender with incredible pace and energy. He also has desirable ball recovery with aggression, just like Sergio Ramos. Contrary to that, Leny Yoro has had a rough start in the Premier League with injuries and hasn't impressed yet. Something that you wouldn't expect from your £50 million inquiry. What looked like Real Madrid's failure to secure a transfer now looks like a wise move, thanks to none other than Raúl Asensio. Another team that has had similar cases, Liverpool. Liverpool couldn't miss on this list, considering that they did not make any meaningful signings in the summer while transitioning from Jurgen Klopp's iconic era at Anfield. In that transfer window, Liverpool lost two players who had served the club impressively for a good number of years. This is after Joel Matip retired and James Milner moved to Brighton. Another midfield player, Thiago Alcantara, also retired. It was clear that Liverpool needed reinforcements in the midfield. It seemed like Martin Zubimendi was the man to solve their midfield problems, and so they went for him. Liverpool fans were shocked when Martin Zubimendi rejected them to stay at his boyhood club Real Sociedad. And that must have hurt them at that moment. Liverpool went into the new season with a new coach and no reinforcements in midfield. One of the players they had to rely on was Ryan Gravenberch, who was not good enough in the previous season and struggled with injuries. Under the new coach Arne Slot, Ryan Gravenberch turned into a completely different player. His composure on the ball and ability to absorb pressure shocked many football fans. The way Ryan Gravenberch escapes high pressing in tight situations with calmness and impressive turns reminds us of prime Sergio Busquets. This season Ryan Gravenberch has been a true definition of taking control of a team in midfield and intelligent reading of the game. Gravenberch has made Liverpool fans forget they were rejected by Martin Zubimendi or even that they ever needed him. Another player who has completely covered a failed transfer is Bryan Mbeumo. Brentford cashed heavily on their striker Ivan Toney's move to Saudi Arabia. It was expected that they would reinvest the money on an almost similar striker, but they were not interested in doing that. Brentford did not bother much on trying to replace Ivan Toney, but this was simply because they had a man who could do the job at the club. Bryan Mbeumo has been electric this season and already hit double figures very early this season. Mbeumo has been the main man at Brentford and even better than Ivan Toney. Even Ivan Toney's iconic penalty technique, Mbeumo has successfully replicated it, and is viewed by many as a potential replacement for Mohamed Salah at Liverpool. Mbeumo has made every single person at Brentford feel they did not fail in transfer to replace Ivan Toney. An honorary mention in this video is Ousmane Dembele, who has ensured PSG have an elite goalscorer in him. After Kylian Mbappé left, they were desperate to find a player who could guarantee them many goals individually, as Gonçalo Ramos was struggling. They tried to make a move for Victor Osimhen, but the deal collapsed and Ousmane Dembele has showed that it was unnecessary. That's it for now. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.